Hi, I'm Courtney Morrison, and you're listening to Engagement Drivers, presented by EveryoneSocial. Each week, we'll share actionable tips, strategies, and success stories that you and your teams can use to steer your brand, social, and employee engagement in the right direction. Hey everybody, this is Courtney Morrison. We have a great guest that I'm super excited to talk to on today's episode. We have Sheba Lasley, who we work closely with at EveryoneSocial. She's our Director of People and Talent Acquisition. And she has been doing a phenomenal job of getting a lot of new hires onboarded remotely and filling a lot of positions that are both technical and non-technical. So I wanted to talk to you today, Sheba, about your experiences with social recruiting and how people are engaging with brands online in regard to the employment and hiring process. Thank you so much for joining today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So in your experience, what is the best strategy that you've had the most success with when you've been social recruiting?
I think getting the managers involved is very, very key. I like to encourage the managers, the hiring managers for the role to post the opportunity on their social media networks to generate interest in their networks. Also engaging the other employees in the company and making sure that they get the word out. And EveryoneSocial's platform is really good for utilizing that mechanism where I can create the post, the content for our employees, for our hiring managers, and they can in turn just repost that out to their social media networks.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've been involved in some of those as well. Both on the, how to find out about jobs and how to find people that are interested in your company. It's definitely something that I've been using as well. Do you have any advice for job searchers on how to engage with brands when they're looking for jobs and starting that application process? Do you have any examples of successes that you've had there?
Yes, definitely. One of our most recent hires actually reached out to me via LinkedIn. He saw the job posting on LinkedIn. I made sure that I had that I was the recruiter who was working on the opportunity just to engage candidates more as well. And he reached out to me directly via LinkedIn. And for the position that he was interested in, it wasn't the best fit, but he continued to stay engaged with our brand. And when another opportunity was posted on the on LinkedIn through our EveryoneSocial platform, I had noticed that he was again engaged with us, and I reached out to him and remembered that he was interested in working with us. And so I reached out to him for this particular opportunity and just had a great conversation with him. And even if it wasn't an opportunity that was the exact fit, I just wanted to get to know him because he was so engaged with our brand.
Mm-hmm.
And lo and behold, it was a good match for an opportunity with us, and we got him through the process, and he is one of our employees, and we're happy to have him.
That's so exciting, and just a really great inspiration for people who are, looking for jobs but might not be finding the right role at a company, but are interested in the company values and maybe have the same kind of interests or industry experience, but maybe it's not the right role to stay engaged and stay active and stay in communication once you have that connection with a recruiter. That's really powerful and
Definitely.
kind of what social media is all about. Like, it's all about building those connections and having those conversations and staying engaged. And, you're not sure exactly where it's going to lead in the future, but it's important to grow your networks that way.
Yes.
No, go ahead.
Exactly. Yeah. I was just going to say his tenacity and staying engaged with our brand really made a difference, because all companies want to hire ones that are excited to join that company, right? Throughout my years, I've worked for other companies where one of the main things I've heard from my hiring managers is we want to know that they want to work here. And when someone is that engaged with your brand, that's already half the battle of vetting that out.
Absolutely. And that's also a really important point about why companies should really be encouraging conversations about their employer brand on social media as well, and having employees share stories and what they're working on, because that's how people are going to get excited about brands, not just about, new product launches and new services, but also like the people that are there and are excited to work there every day and wanting to be a part of that.
Exactly. Yeah. Very good point.
Are there any other social networks that you have had success on outside of LinkedIn?
So in the past, I've definitely utilized Twitter. I think for some of the technical roles that I've had, Twitter has been a good asset in regards to trying to find and dig for those hard to get in touch with engineers when you kind of go outside of the box, out of their usual LinkedIn message or email. That has been something that has generated some good outcomes as well.
So it's sort of important to be everywhere and checking lots of brand engagement and lots of companies that are out there looking for roles and looking for new opportunities. It's important to kind of hit a lot of different bases there.
Definitely. Yeah. Yes.
Do you have one takeaway for human resources managers of what they should be doing on social? Should they be interacting more, or how have you felt about that experience for yourself?
Yes, I think definitely following up. If you have a recruiting team or an HR team, getting individuals within that team involved with employer brand, posting when you're at events, posting when there are certain achievements with employees, postings about company initiatives that are where you're able to post that feedback or content. And I think engaging in that way and just showing that this is a company that is fun to work at, or a company that expresses their values and then another candidate sees how there's a match with the values, I think that's very key. It just really gives you a voice out there for candidates to know if you're the type of employer that they want to come on board with. So it's very key to utilize employee engagement to ensure that message is getting out.
Yeah, that's a really important part, because it is your voice and it is a place where you can showcase your personality. I think for a lot of people, it's a little scary to maybe go ahead and interact with a recruiter directly, or talk to someone in HR. Maybe get scared of saying the right thing or making a good impression. But I think that that's more and more becoming the way that people are getting their foot in the door, getting visibility on their application, and really being able to connect with people directly has opened up, I think, so many opportunities for people.
Definitely, I would agree. And I think if a candidate is seeing that a recruiter is posting, or a recruiter is engaged, or someone within HR is engaged, they would feel more comfortable to reach out to that recruiter and express interest in the role in itself. So yes, I agree with you.
Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week with more engagement insights. Want to know how EveryoneSocial can provide you with the tools needed to keep everyone at your company connected, informed, creating, and sharing? Visit EveryoneSocial.com to learn more.